My buddy Eric recently got a retro handheld, and one of the first things that he decided to do was play through the Super Mario Brothers series. And he obviously was going to start out with Super Mario Brothers 1. And he decided to play all the way through it and beat it for the very first time in his life. This guy is in his mid-40s. And when he decided to do the playthrough, he did it with no warps, which was kind of mind-blowing to me because I realized that at age now pushing 42, I had played through Super Mario Brothers many times, but I'd never beat it all the way through with no warps. And so following in his footsteps, I decided to give it a shot. And I mean, it's a challenge. It's no miraculous feat, but it was kind of cool to be able to say, hey, you played all the way through, no warps, that's awesome. But as I played through, I realized that there was levels that I had never seen before. There was moments in the game that I had never experienced. And it made me start wondering about the first person who ever beat Super Mario Brothers blind, no warps, no help. They just played it straight through and beat it blind. Because when you come into the game blind, there's nothing that tells you how many worlds there are. There's nothing that tells you when the end is coming. And so it's interesting when you get to the end of the first world, you get to the castle, you defeat Bowser, and instead of finding the princess, you find a toad who tells you, hey, thanks man, but our princess is in another castle. So then you go to the next world, and you do the same thing. And World 3, and World 4, and World 5. And then something interesting happens in World 6, and I realized I had never played World 6. If you use the warp zones, you kind of go from like World 1 to World 4, and then from World 4 to World 8. And so it's really easy to skip over these levels, but if you're just playing straight through, when you get to World 6, something interesting happens. You get to the castle at 6-4. The castle that you come out of is dark and gray. The sky is black. And it's at that point that you realize something has shifted. I've reached the end game. This has to be the end. And when you defeat that boss at 6-4, you're welcomed by a toad that says, hey, sorry man, but she's not here. She's in another castle. And it makes me wonder about that first person, because when you look on the back of the box, there's nothing on the back of the box that says, hey, 8 worlds to defeat this game. When you look in the manual, there's nothing that says 8 worlds to defeat this game. And so there's part of me that thinks about that person who did it the very first time and wonders, what is it that made them keep going? Like, what is it that when you got to that 6th world and it was so sure, everything changed and you thought, finally, I'm coming to the end of this journey. And then you realize, no, it's not over. What made them keep going? Maybe this feels a little heavy-handed because I know it's just a video game, but there is something that happens in a moment like that where and especially in a moment like that where it's easy to give up, where a person decides, I'm gonna persevere ahead. I'm gonna keep moving. I'm gonna keep moving forward. And I guess it made me wonder, like, man, how many moments were there in my life where maybe I was in a World 6 and I thought, this has to be the end of the journey. And it turned out that there was a little bit farther to go, but I gave up too soon. And I wonder what that is for you. Like, I wonder, is there something, maybe you're in a situation right now where you just feel like, I've got to be getting close to the end of whatever this trial or this issue is. Or maybe you feel like you can't see the end of it. And I guess what I'm just wondering is our princess just in the next castle? Because the truth is that maybe in those times where we've continued to hear, hey, she's not here, she's just in another castle. Hey, the end isn't here, it's just a little farther. It's not here, it's just a little farther. Maybe it's closer than we think, and it's just important that we keep moving forward. It's a journey that requires perseverance. And to be able to say that you walked that road is pretty cool. So take it for what it's worth. Maybe, if nothing else, it's just an encouragement to, man, go back and play Mario and beat it with no warps. So, hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Stay rad. I'll see you guys soon.